Hi guys, I'm not being rude. I'm going to see if I'm actually able to share this so I can go live from two places at once, but we'll see. It should be interesting. If it works, it'd be great. Oh, yeah, I can. So I'm going to share this to Facebook, to my timeline. So this is the first time I've ever done a live from my laptop, so it looks a bit weird. To me, it looks a bit weird, but never mind. I thought I would try it, give it a go. It's always good to try new things. Following on from the lives that I did last week on my personal development page about, it's all centered around the law of attraction, but a lot of it is to do with what's inside ourselves, which is our main blockage. One of the main blockages that people have is forgiveness. They find it really hard to forgive people so that they can move on to stuff. So I see someone's jumped on. Hi. People find it really difficult to forgive and move on, and there is a really to forgive and to be able to move on, to genuinely forgive. And it's all about perspective. And I went through this with one of my coaching clients, a very good friend of mine, and what I explained to her was, in neurolinguistic programming, there is a presupposition that everybody makes the best choice for them at that exact moment. So basically what that means is, in human nature, we all have the same aim. We all have the same needs and wants, which is we move away from pain and towards pleasure. So we don't want to be in any pain, we want to feel good, we want to have the good emotions. Now, everybody deals with that differently. So what you have to get into the mindset of, and the perspective that you need to change is, no matter how bad a person is or has been, the fundamental reason that they are like that is because of how they've been brought up, their circumstances at the time, whatever issues they have. The only person you can change in your life is you and your perspective. And if you can grasp the understanding that everybody has the same need, they want to get away from pain and move towards pleasure. If you can understand that, then it is much easier to look at the people that have wronged you in the past and think about, they were doing the same. They were moving away from whatever pain they had, and they were moving towards feeling better about themselves. One way or another, that's what they were doing. Once you get that into your head and really grasp that, it makes it a lot easier to forgive people and to start to move on from things, because that is the hardest part. Moving on from something, when someone's done something really bad to you, it is really hard to move on from it, because you spend all your time thinking, why me? What have I done wrong? When really, it was nothing to do with you. It wasn't even about you. It was about them, their perspective on life, their need to feel better about themselves. That's exactly what it was. It was nothing to do with you. And that's what you need to get into your mind. And once you can start grasping that, you can start going through all the people that have hurt you or wronged you in your life or bullied you or abused you or whatever's happened. Once you start going through that list and trying to get into the different mindset that they were only doing what is in human nature, which is to get away from whatever pain they're in and move towards feeling better about themselves. It's just always unfortunate that you're the person that's in the way. You're the person that's near them. You're the person that's taken the brunt of it, which is horrible, and doesn't mean you have to forget. Doesn't mean that person needs to know you forgive them. This is just what's inside you. Once you can start forgiving other people, it makes it a lot easier to forgive yourself. You can start forgiving yourself for the things that you've done as well, because you will start to understand that if you look back at things, anything that you've done that you're not proud of, you can look at it and you can see that actually you were doing exactly the same. You just wanted to feel better and you didn't know how, and that at that moment in your life, that time in your life, that was the only choice you felt that you had. Once you look at it in that perspective, it gets a lot easier and you can start to forgive people. And then you can start moving on. The blockages, they go away, and you feel much better about life, yourself, the world around you. And even when someone does something wrong to you, say tomorrow, you can look at it completely differently. You have a whole new view on things that are happening. You can be a lot more forgiving, a lot more patient, and things won't spiral like they may have done in the past. And that's about it, really. I just wanted to share that. It is very important to, especially if you're working with the law of attraction, that you want to get rid of some of these blockages. And that is one of the biggest blockages that you're likely to come across, is forgiving people and forgiving yourself. So I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good Monday, everyone.